brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Cleveland Browns. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys came up short their last time out, trying to get back in the win column here. Across from him, Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski. His guys stuck in a bit of a losing streak right now, hoping the home fans can help them get out of this slump. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's 4. And a stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Ready? And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Not a productive opening drive, 3 and out, and more struggles for a team really that hasn't won a game in a long time.
It can be really discouraging for everyone else on the team, especially the guys on the other side of the ball that have to trot out there and see a little more futility in this losing streak. So I know coaches who look at these situations and say to themselves, let's be aggressive. Let's go for it right here and try and turn our fortune around.
Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 8 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially with teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm of the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
And Knox is going to have the Bills' first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. This one complete to Coleman. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he'll take this for about 4 out to the 46-yard line.
Foot burst there, and he nicely bit off. A pretty decent game.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football in the field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
The Bills at 11-3 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Throwing now is Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. They showed off a nice juke in the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. Allen going to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Coleman. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Davis is in. Touchdown, Bills. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Gets around him. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Browns offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and by design. You notice his name sits near the top when looking at the league leaders in rushing yards by a quarterback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense number 32. What changes might they make?
And this where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. A gain there of 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Shaq Thompson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Here we go, Shaq.
Watson. Throw right side here going to be incomplete. We look at this Buffalo defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They begin with a run by Davis. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. It looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Allen now looks to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Come on, ready.
Jet sweep. Boyd with it. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Throw left side complete. That's Ford. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's putting together a remarkable season. Currently the NFL's leader in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach Can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
First and 10 at the 35-yard.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end. The Bills passing game. Give him down the field. They've got another 1st down.
That's another Bills 1st down. A gain of 12. 1st down.
Here's Allen. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their 1st sack of the contest.
Here's Allen to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal.
51 yards in.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
70.
Back to throw, Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Ed Oliver. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently 2nd in the NFL at this point of the season. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Here's a 2nd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now Allen. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. On now to punt, Brad Robbins. 4-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do this thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a yard on the sneak, not enough. And he's a few inches short for 4th down.
Well, that wound up backfiring. Instead of handing it to your workhorse fullback or running back, they went quarterback sneak, and now they have to punt it away.
Here's Watson on the sneak. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
To the air, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity. Was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Come on.
Now it's Watson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a 1st down.
And the Browns, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Watson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf.
17 more yards. That's another Browns first down.
Here's Watson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Judkins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
And the Bills first down.
A first down carry for Davis. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Allen off the bootleg. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And Knox is going to have the Bills first down as he'll take this down to the 26.
That's good.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
A gain of 7.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Allen going to run with it. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
From the gun, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Final 3 weeks of the regular.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bills offense. To take over to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Inside give to Davis. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent. There on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. The Browns send out their punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He can't get him down. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
And they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14.
Bills, first down. A gain of 14. First down, Bills.
Again, it's Davis. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the gun on 3rd down, Allen. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
That's good for Bills. First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On 2nd and goal, Allen. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Allen to throw once more. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Dawson Knox with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills are able to stretch out their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Browns, nothing. Tyler Bass to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Now Watson. Setting up a screen for Jenkins. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by him and setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Preston Smith just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Coleman has it here right side. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Throwing now is Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the Bills first down.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Preston Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Allen off the play fake. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Allen going to throw. Has his man. It's Shakir. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's fourth down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling. plays and trying to add to this lead.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Okay, ready?
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
This is the tight end, the Joker. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they? At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
3 yards. That's good for a Browns 1st down.
To throw is Watson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. Hard to believe his 1st catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bills' 43-yard line.
Let's go.
Back to throw, Watson. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Gregory Rousseau in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. The offense on 3rd down, not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Oh, wide open. Complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Judkins going to run it out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Pinheiro's extra point up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Myles Garrett showing that athleticism as he gets in to make the play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
To the air, Allen. It's caught by Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
15 yards on the play. And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the
Allen now looks to throw. Shakir holds it in. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Up the middle to Davis. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And in this situation with the lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From midfield, here's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
A gain of 11.
Here's Allen.
First down, Buffalo.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So the pass interference call on the offense obviously declined, and this will remain a turnover. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Here we go. Here we go. Viking 8.
Watson now to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Here now, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Watson. He'll try and do this himself. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Fourth down, 10 yards to go. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. That's caught. It's Coleman. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Allen. This is caught. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Elijah Moore from a yard out. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Cleveland offense making their way out. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Here's Davis. He'll try and run some clock. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Bills, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.